Welcome to Battling with Bourbon, and today on Taste Test Tuesday, we have a battle of the 10 years. We have a 10-year single barrel Henry McKenna, as well as a 10-year store pick Binny's Eagle Rare. Who's going to win today? Who's guess? I'm your host, Mike Verdusco, and he's your host,
Rockstar Johnny Nye. Let's get into this bad boy.
Let's get in.
All right.
First up, little McKenna.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to stick to the last name. You guys don't know why, but we're just going to stick to calling it by McKenna.
Now, it is really nice to actually do this against an Eagle Rare store pick because this is a single barrel. And obviously, you know, every single barrel is different. So for these to both be single barrels, it's kind of a cool comparison. I get a lot of cherry in this.
In the McKenna?
I do.
Interesting.
That oak really brings, and it's like a cherry oak. It's almost something I would get in a like aged turkey.
So I'm getting a tad nuttiness.
I mean, there's definitely caramel, but I'm mainly getting that cherry oak vanilla.
I do get a little oak. Tad spice. Little bacon spice.
There is a little baking spice on the nose too. Yeah, I agree.
And I get the cherry. Took me a while,
the
but I
cherry's
get the
there.
cherry.
Yeah, it's definitely there.
It's because I don't like cherry. My nose knows it doesn't want to smell it.
I love cherry. But all right, let's taste this.
Let's see. That's what I'm talking about, the legs. Everybody wants to know
Oh yeah.
about the legs. They always ask. So if you tilt your glass and tilt it back, you'll see streaks going down the side of your glass.
Oh yeah, there's some good legs.
The
on
thicker
there.
the streaks, the nicer the bourbon, the more viscosity it may have.
Really
Usually
good.
means it's less cut.
And what do you always say, Mike?
Everybody likes nice legs.
That's right. That's excellent.
Very good.
I really like this.
Very good.
There's the notes on the flavor for me is still cherry. I'm really getting a lot of cherry vanilla. I really like this a lot.
I'm cheating a little smell on the Eagle Rare.
All right, let's get this Eagle Rare a go. What do you get on the nose on this one? It's kind of a faint nose.
It is. Ooh, so the nose for me is better on the McKenna Henry.
Definitely.
It's a faint smell, and if I smell too hard, I get the little ethanol.
There's a really weak nose on this particular bottle. Significantly weak compared to the McKenna. Yeah, I'm really barely getting anything out of this. I mean, there's maybe a little caramel vanilla, but it's mainly just like kind of little spice afterwards.
Flavor's a little neutral. Caramel, for sure, a little caramel vanilla.
Yeah, it's not oaky, really, at all. Especially compared to the McKenna. Yeah, the flavor is very muted in comparison. I know this is a 90 proof and this is 100, but that's not enough to really mute a bourbon's flavor or smell for that matter. I mean, there's maybe a little bit of fruitiness that I'm getting in the back, but not cherry. It's kind of like a...
You get a more all-around experience, in my opinion. I guess I'm cutting to the end for me, but you get a more all-around experience with the McKenna for me.
This isn't even close.
A little bit of Kentucky hug, nothing overpowering. You know, a little bit of nuttiness to the smell, nuttiness to the finish, nothing overpowering. Caramel cherry on the nose, nothing overpowering. Didn't smell like ethanol if you try to take a deep breath.
No.
This one I feel like doesn't offend anybody. You know, if you're a drinker and you know the names, so obviously when I say the names, you're talking Buffalo Trace, Eagle Rare, Blanton's. You know, I think this is going to appease more to the masses because it's got less going on, so it's got less to offend people. But if you had them side by side, the McKenna for sure has more to offer all around, in my opinion, than this particular Binny's Eagle Rare pair.
Yeah, on this, on the second, I got a nice good drink on the Eagle Rare. It has more like Christmassy spice to it towards the end. But really that's the main thing I'm getting is just like it's mainly just caramel and then a little bit of spice at the end. It's really not special. I'm actually really surprised at how much better the McKenna is. And it's not even close. This wins.
I agree.
Yeah, so yeah.
Well,
That's pretty good. That's going to be hard to beat in
so
the
it looks like this
battle
one's
of the
moving
bourbons.
on, and this one's moving out.
Yeah.
Till next
It's really
week.
good. See you next time.
See you next Tuesday.